Okay, you should have your packet open to page 19. We are going to take a look at dividing polynomials. We have looked at dividing by a monomial. Now we're going to look at what if we are dividing by a binomial or a trinomial. There are a couple different methods that we can use, one of which is long division, just like you learned in elementary school. That is what we're going to take a look at today, and then the next lesson involves something called synthetic division. You will eventually have a choice which one you want to use, but there will be a particular problem on the assessment that does require you to use long division. When you try to factor a polynomial, you are trying to find a divisor of the polynomial that gives a quotient and remainder of 0. So what that means is if when you divide something the remainder is 0, that means it is a factor of that number. This suggests that being able to divide one polynomial by another could help you factor. Okay? Numerical long division and polynomial long division are similar, to each other. So let's take a look at number 1. 672 divided by 21. So 672 divided by 21. So as a reminder, I first ask myself, is 6 divisible by 21? It is not. So in elementary school, you might have learned to place an X over that. Now I'm looking at the number 67. Is 67 divisible by 21? It is. So now I'm trying to figure out how many 21s is 67 divisible by. And there are 3. And then I am taking 21 times 3. And then I am subtracting 67 minus 63 is 4. And then I bring down my next digit. Now I am checking, is 42 divisible by 21? The answer to that is yes, 2 times. 21 times 2 is 42. We subtract and we get a remainder of 0. So my solution is 32. So in fact, 21 is a factor of 672. Excuse me for all the yawns. All right, the next one. Okay, notice into the first part of today's lesson, you won't have to have placeholders, but you do have a cubed, a squared to the first power, and a constant. Oh, I didn't leave very much room there. Divided by x minus 3. All right. Some of us are going to catch on to this faster than others. My first priority is to eliminate 2x cubed. That's all I want to focus on right now. And all I want to focus on here is x, my first term. What would I multiply by this x to get 2x cubed? I would get 2x squared. So I want to put that above my squared term. Now, to figure out what I'm going to write in the next row, I am actually multiplying, and I didn't leave a whole lot of room for this. (2x squared) times the x minus 3, just like I did up here with the 21 and the 3 and then the 21 and the 2. I'm doing the same thing here. So if I distribute that, I end up with 2x cubed minus 6x squared. I am now subtracting these. 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is 0. Okay, that you need to happen. Now I am taking negative 6x squared minus negative 6x squared. Well, minus a negative becomes a plus, and this actually gives me 0. Okay, I'm going to bring down my x, minus 3. You're going to learn with polynomials, you bring down the rest of the polynomial, I think is easiest. Now, I need to get rid of this x. I need that to 0 out. So what do I multiply by x to get x? And that is 1. So I'm going to put that over here above my constant, a positive 1. So now I'm taking x minus 3 times 1. Again, I distribute, and I get x minus 3. X minus x is 0. Negative 3 minus negative 3 is also 0. So my answer is 2x squared plus 1, because my remainder is 0. All right, let's take a look at a couple more examples here. If you feel comfortable enough that you want to try this one on your own first, hit pause and then resume to check it. If not, follow along. I am going to walk through it. All right, I need to first eliminate 6x squared. So what do I multiply by 2x to get 6x squared? 3x. So I need to line that up above my x term. So now I'm multiplying 3x times 2x plus 1. And I get 6x squared plus 3x. I am subtracting these. 6x squared minus 6x squared does give me 0. 7x minus 3x. And the reason I'm highlighting these is because people will forget that you are subtracting each time, and it's easy to make a mistake with our signs here. Okay? 7x minus 3x is 4x, and then I bring down my 2. Now I need to eliminate my 4x. What do I multiply 2x by to get rid of 4x? Positive 2. So now I'm multiplying 2 by 2x plus 1. If I distribute that, 4x plus 2. Again, both of these zero out, so a remainder of 0. My divisor is 3, or my dividend, my quotient, sorry. My quotient is 3x plus 2. Okay, try the next one on your own. Hit pause and come back to it. Okay, I am going to resume this mid-problem. When you do your first step and you find that x is going to go on top and you multiply, you distribute that x through, you need to always make sure you line up like terms. Okay, so when you do this and you do subtraction, 2x cubes cancel, and then you have minus 6x squared. X minus x is 0. And so then I just bring down my minus 3. All right, I'm going to hit pause again. You should hit pause and finish it from there. Fix it from there if you made a mistake. All right, it does divide out perfectly, so 2x squared plus 1 is a factor because our remainder is 0, and my answer is x minus 3. Your task now is to do Delta Math, long division, day 1, just a couple problems, get a stamp, and then you're going to watch the next video.